the juice serve cold, darling.
Camera rolling. Action.
Hey everybody, welcome to the juice serve cold. I'm getting ready for the show. I can't wait, I'm excited. I hope you guys are excited as me too, because I can't wait. Yes, and we getting ready in here. We all ready in here. The cast is ready, getting our makeup ready. Go around and see the cast a little bit. Everybody getting ready.
Hi, I'm Juice Daughter.
Pretty. Hello, and who are you, ma'am?
I am Kiki.
Kiki.
I'm about to get ready to serve.
All right, serve. That's what's up. That's what's up. What about our writer right here? She writing down the rules and guidelines
Hello,
of the show.
Chef T. Jackson here, ready to serve it up on Juice Serve Cold.
That's awesome. All right. Who do we have right here?
It's your girl Maisha, ready to serve you with the Juice Cold.
That's what I'm talking about. And my lady right here.
Hey, it's Sherry B, ready to serve you on the Juice Serve Cold. You're not ready. Get ready.
That's what I'm talking about.
Get ready.
Pan right on over here.
Love
Boom.
tea, ready to serve it up.
That's what I'm talking about. And who's my friend over here?
Yeah, Cat.
Cat. All right, Cat. Nice to meet you.
Birds, rich. I have yellow, bright yellow jacket. Scissors. Okay. You got
This will tell me 6.
Well, I won't tell you that.
You want to close
19.
with anything?
It's 5:05.
It's that time.
You want to close with anything? You want to say anything else before I cut the camera?
Well, I don't know. Is there anything else I want to say? But get ready because it's going down. It's about to get real juicy up in here. Welcome to the Juice Serve Cold, darlings. Yes. Yes. Today we're going to discuss love, relationship, and ooh la la, sex. Yes, we all want to talk about sex, don't we? Yes, we do. Yes. My goal here isn't to inspire you, to educate you, to motivate you, and of course, entertain you. Okay? And also, this is a no judgment zone. So this way, men and women can speak their truth and be their own authentic self and can express how they feel without being judged on the Juice Served Cold.
It's the beautiful statue, Maisha! Put your hands together for Maisha! Come to the stage, it's the lovely Also, one beautiful little panel host we have is Tanisha, come on now, girl. She took her time with it, man. Looking beautiful. Also, come to the stage. Beautiful Chef Jackson. And last but not least, our beautiful co-host for the evening. Okay, and our beautiful co-host for the evening, Sherry B. Put your hands together for Sherry B. And Sherry B is our co-host for the night. Put your hands together for our co-host, Sherry B.
Ready, ladies? Yes. You guys heard how these men came out here and what they were demanding, and they were saying what they want and what they don't get from us. So, are y'all ready to tell them what we want and what we need? Just as well as they need, we need.
We need. That's why we're here.
Yeah. Well, my first question to you ladies, what I want to know is why is it that we always ignore the red flag? Why we always ignoring the red flag? We see the red flag, we know it, but we refuse to want to see it, and we just
That's right.
continue to go on, and before you know it, we're in a situation that is hard to get out of.
Hard to get out.
Hard to get out of. So, I want to start off, first, I'm going to start off with you, Tanisha.
For me, I was young and naive, and I just wanted love. So I ignored all the red flags
Because you wanted love.
because I just wanted love. I wanted that security. I wanted that protection.
Even though it wasn't love, because if you knew the red flags were there, you ignored it, and at the same time, like I said, I knew the red flags were there, but I ignored it, yeah. But I was in love,
I was in love, and he ignored my red flags as well
and he ignored
because he was in search for something as well.
Okay.
So we both ignored the red flags.
Okay.
Recognize that person's not happy with themselves. You know, and that's a whole different story. I agree totally.
Kiki, what do you say about that one? I want to ask you about that too. What do you think about the red flag, ignoring the red flags that, you know, we see it, but we ignore it, act like we don't?
Well, I personally ignored the red flag because I didn't think he was that crazy. But lo and behold, he was. I don't know why. I just didn't think, like, me being a sane woman and some of the things that came out of his mouth, I'm like, no sane person would say that and mean it. So I kind of laughed it off. Like, ha ha ha. But yeah, then I learned that no, he was for real crazy.
You don't want to believe it.
I didn't want to believe it.
You don't want to believe it.
I didn't want to believe it, but no, it is what it is.
Let me ask you the same thing too. What do you think about the red flags? Ignoring the red flags when we know, and you know it's there, but you ignore it anyway.
Well, personally, I have two aspects to that. One is ego, and the other is I welcome the red flags based on not wanting commitment and just wanting to, you know, just basically go after what I wanted. So a lot of it has to do with egos.
Egos. Okay. Okay. What about you?
I would say it takes you to know yourself to even recognize the red flag.
I'm sorry.
I said it takes you to even know yourself to recognize that there is a red flag.
That it is a red flag.
Like you said, being naive. You might like it now until it gets out of control. And then you realize, okay, that was the red flag that I
That's the red
missed,
flag.
you know?
Okay. So you got to get the red flag to know you had the red flag, first of all. But again, we get it, we know it, and we still stay. And you know it, and you still stay. So that's the thing. At what point does the red flag mean anything? You know what I'm saying? At what point
When
do
you
you
get
say,
comfortable,
you just got to get
comfortable with that red flag, you get used to it.
You got some opinion on that, my husband?
I always have an opinion. First of all, I agree. You don't believe it's the red flag. You're like, well, maybe, and you're giving people a chance.
Okay.
You know, because you've been in it, you've been invested, you know, maybe you've been intimate, you know what I'm saying? And when we share our bodies, you know,
Right.
we're not going around, we're trying to, you know, make it work. So one reason is we're just trying to make it work and hoping that things will get better.
Okay.
Sometimes.
Now let me ask you a question. If a woman has her own everything, you know, she got her own car, her own home, she bought everything herself, and she got all her own stuff. Do you think she really need a man, and if she do, for what? Tell me what, in your opinion, what do you feel that you would need a man for if you have everything you need? I mean, other than sex. Let me say that. Other than sex.
Companionship. Companionship.
Companionship, you say? What do you say?
Companionship.
Companionship?
And
Same thing?
because the Lord put us here for man.
And you're right about that, because that is a true statement. God did put us here for man. He said a man need help, a helper, a helpmate. And so he put us in a man's life to be a helpmate, but not a slave. A helpmate. See, it's a difference.
Shoot,
Yes.
who's gonna get the water out of the car?
I have something to say.
Who's gonna take the trash out? Like, who's gonna do the hot the jar? Because you're not doing it up.
I'm just funny, y'all. I'm just funny. But I do believe that, you know, I'm like a female kind of chauvinist or old school or whatever. I'm old school.
All right.
And I believe men and what do you mean by that? I mean men could be men, should be men, and women are women. That's just my old school tradition thing. And
But
there's
independence doesn't mean completion.
that's just what it is.
And I think some women feel that independence
Say it
is
again, I'm sorry.
completion. Like they're completed because they're independent,
Absolutely.
because they're paying their own bills, because
Absolutely.
they have their own house, because they're bossing up. They feel that they are totally complete.
The
but
material-
that's only material.
The materialistic
Yeah.
thing
That has
is
nothing to
not
do
the
with
only
emotions.
thing.
Right. Now, I want to speak on that too, because she's perfect. It's not about material things when it comes to men. Women need to understand that men can bring things to the home just as well. You know, by, like you say, taking your kids to school for you, helping your kids do their homework when they come home, cleaning up the house, doing a lot of other things around the house, keeping the house tidy. That cabinet that been broke for 10 years, he fixed it. You know what I'm saying? Stuff like that. Men can help in so many ways than just a financial way. He can contribute to a home in many ways than just money. And women need to understand that and value that from some of these men out here. We're losing a lot of good men behind trying to just get money and trying to see what he can do for me, not knowing there's a whole lot of other things he can do for you.
Yeah.
To make you feel, and make you feel good about yourself doing it. Have you feeling good? Because see, that's one thing too in a relationship. I want a man that's gonna help me to feel good about me too. Make me, I'm saying? I'm not saying I'm looking for him to ultimately make me happy, because he can't do that.
Right.
I have to do that first myself.
Right.
When I'm happy within myself, then everything else is gonna be happy. And he's gonna be happy too. Right. You know what I'm saying? Unless he's broken and he's not happy with himself.
All right.
Because if he's not happy with himself, he can't be happy with me, you, nobody else. Now, what about, when you have a man and he's not working? He's not working, he got no job right now, y'all been together, and you've been together for a while, and then all of a sudden, he loses his job, or anything can happen, And then, what would you do as women to be there for your man, and then to what extent of how long you would be there? Because to me, I can be there and help you, yeah, but for a certain time, and depending on what you're doing. If I don't see you doing nothing, or you're not, I can't be there. So what is your opinion on that, Kiki?
I feel like if you guys have been in a relationship, I believe relationships are 50-50. So I'm bringing things to the table, he's bringing things to the table. If he loses his job, I'm still bringing it to the table. I'm holding it down. Xbox or PS4 or Domino's with your friends, on a regular basis, you're not trying to help yourself, then that poses the point. I'm willing to help you fill out applications. I'm willing to...
Oh my God! I'm gonna stop you right there, because I have a problem with that. I'm sorry. I have a problem with that, because I feel like, not everybody, have education, and I understand some people's lack of some. But I got to the point where I'm so tired, help me fill out my application, could you help me do this? What about when I'm tired of helping? I'm tired of always being the one, help. What about me? What about the help? You know what I'm saying? Sometimes I get tired of being the one always trying to help the man to get on his feet.
But we were in a relationship for a long time.
Yeah, to a certain degree, but at what point? Right. So how long? Before you get a job? Or get something, before you say enough is enough, before you say, this, how long? It's a year. He still don't have no job.
I can't put a time frame on it. I mean, the exception of now, when they're basically giving jobs away, okay? Getting a job was hard, especially if you are a professional. Now, if you slinging burgers at the local restaurant,
Okay.
groceries
A year has passed.
Piggly Wiggly, then I'm pretty sure you can find a job.
A year has passed.
Every situation is different. Every situation is different.
Explain.
So I'm going to explain. Every situation is different in the fact that if he lost his job and you can compensate in other ways. While you're still looking for a job, you can still compensate. Like, since I'm working, I come home, I want dinner to be cooked. You didn't help the kids with homework, and you can help in other ways besides just financial.
Right, well, see,
And if I'm making enough money,
you can help in
if
other
I'm
ways.
making enough money,
Okay.
which I do, if I'm making enough money to take care of all the bills, I mean, as long as you're still looking
Okay.
and don't get complacent in being unemployed.
Okay.
I've been there.
Okay.
And, you know, I've been with my husband for 34 years, been married 32
Oh. Had some rough moments.
We've had rough
huh?
moments, but here's the key. When I said I do to the good,
The bad.
the bad, and
Yeah.
the ugly.
Okay.
So whatever that entails.
Okay. And I understand that when it
So
comes to
now,
marriage.
if we made that vow, I could be sick the whole entire marriage.
Right.
That means he put me in a convalescent home and then don't never come see me no more.
Right.
Okay, so that's the same thing.
Same thing,
So I
okay.
don't put, my husband was out, he works at a oil refinery. They let all the guys go one day. They went to work and hey, they just picking up the furniture, moving out, after 30-some years. So he was off work for 5 or 6 months.
Okay.
I just went harder on my grind, that's all. I have a women's boutique, so I've been doing something, so guess what? I start doing it on my own. So we can make money, you know what I'm saying?
Right. And I see, I can understand it because in a marriage, that's how you roll and how you fight and y'all keep continue. But I'm saying when you're not married, there's no commitment there. You're just a boyfriend and a girlfriend, just what that is. Boyfriend and girlfriend.
Okay, well,
That's a difference.
Well, I'm not, okay,
You
well,
married, so that's
a
a
whole
difference. Right. So let me ask you, Tamika, what do you think about that, honey? What do you think about, you know?
I think in relationships, you should know your strengths and you should know your difference. With someone and you're not married to them, based on how many years that you've put in them, you know who you with.
Right.
You know what kind of man you have, you know what kind of woman you have. And then you know her strengths and she knows yours. There's a lot of times that, you know, I'm good at writing up a resume. And he may not, because back then they used to write on a piece of paper, but then, okay, now they do it on the computer. And then I know how to look for keywords that's gonna explain his formula or what kind of work he does. So sometimes a man that you've been in a relationship with and you've been with them for 2 or 3 years and you want to see further. And just because he lost his job doesn't mean he lost his drive.
Right. That's true.
Right.
Okay, and I hear what you're saying, right? But now, let's say, again, because a husband is more, like I said, when you have a husband, it's a little bit different. Because, yeah, we're going to roll with the punches and we're going to ride with whatever, and glide till we think get what we got to do. But let me ask you, you know, you say, you know, sometimes, you know, in a certain situation, depending on what it is, like you said, he has to have a drive. If there's no drive there, okay, there's no drive there, and you've been with this man 10 years and things went bad, you know, yeah, but you ain't even married, there ain't no commitment there. You've been with him 10 years.
That's
You know,
your fault.
and then after a while, well, that's what I'm trying to say. At what point do you sit up and say, okay, enough is enough? You know, he's not doing nothing. He don't have the drive, you know, but we've been together for years, and it's like, at what point, and you're trying to help, and he's constantly having you fill out his applications, and you still ain't want to look for the job when it's time to even go to the thing. He ain't even looking.
But that's when you feel enough is enough. And then you also have to understand that a man is not a mind reader. If you've been filling out his applications for those 3-4 years, that's what he's expecting you to do.
Exactly.
If you decide to change in the middle of that, so you turn the channel, say, hey baby, you know what? Let's work something out because I don't see where you are. Maybe you need to change careers. Or what is it that you love doing? You know, because I've been in positions that I've helped someone get to that next level. Because I was in that position. It was in my overflow that I was able to do it. And like they say plenty of times, it ain't tricking when you got it.
That's
It's
right.
just
That's
that you're
true.
helping. That's just like you
That's
got
true. It seems like people in relationships, women are more open, seems like, to doing man duties as well as the men. Like, you know, from my opposite of what I said about the men. It seems like women are stepping, you know, you say you're in your lane, but a lot of women these days is not in their lane. They're stepping in the lane of a man's lane. and taking care of these men. And taking these men, making them their boys, their sons, okay? And so a lot of women, let me keep it real, and I gotta keep it 100. You know, a lot of us, like I said, I used to slide that money up under that table. You know, it's just have those certain things. I mean, like I said, you could take a man and make him your son by, you know, by buying him this and giving him this, giving him everything. You buy his shoes, you buy his clothes, you even feed the man everything. What you want to eat, you buy his food every day. I mean, I'm just saying, at some point, you know, as women, I just said we have to look at really our position here and where this is going. Because it's becoming to now the men is especially the younger generation growing up, and they're really on these women. They get with these women for all the wrong reasons because they can take care of them. There's something called setting yourself up to be used. So see, you can be that nice woman giving and giving, and I was her. You know, giving and always there. And then they take advantage of that too. So, you know, I'm just saying, sometimes you gotta be real careful how you try to help these men. Because some of them out there take a little advantage of the situation, you know, and live on you and tell you all the things you want to hear, which they call those narcissists. All the things you want to hear, turn around and you don't mean a thing to them.
In the audience, we have a question. We have an audience question.
We have an audience question.
Turn up over here.
All right.
Hey guys, how you doing?
Hey, how are you?
Guys, let me be here live with y'all tonight, and I want to ask all you women. So when it comes to the women movement, and the women movement is meaning when they made women equal to men, where men and women were making the same wages, and where the men and women were, as they call it in workforce in certain places, equal. So I see a lot of women that may just take care of the whole bill, the whole thing. I mean, your husband hasn't worked, I guess you guys were talking about that, but he hasn't worked in so much, and you guys are just going to foot the whole thing. And some women are very comfortable with that, and some people just don't want to deal with it at all. I'm in between based on how that relationship has been, but in a marriage and then the commitment that you women have been, I want you guys' personal opinion. What's your take on that woman movement? I'd like to know.
All right. You want to answer that?
One in a relationship should give all of everything. No one party. But it is a partnership. It's a partnership. Extremes, like taking care of him all the way.
Right.
You know, but then we got to be careful with this double standard, because then what happens when he takes care of me all the way? Is that okay? You know, just a thought, just food for thought.
Well, you know what? Okay, let me say this. Let's go back a little bit, because I'm old school. And that's how it was. The man was taking care of the household.
Right.
So that's how that's supposed to go.
I'm old school too,
That's how
and
it's
I
supposed
do
to go.
think that's how that's supposed to go. But in
But
current
today's
times,
world, right, it's
things
a little
are
different.
expensive. You gotta just think about that. It
Right.
has made me rethink that piece of like, okay, you know, it's hard. We're in Cali. Okay, it's kind of tough. You know what I'm saying? So maybe I will help him.
Right.
You know, maybe I will contribute a little bit. You know, maybe or a lot or whatever. You know, but maybe I will contribute. Actually, it wasn't the money. We just broke up a couple of months ago. It was his drive.
Right. So let me ask you this question real quick, Maisha. Does a man's penis, you know, have anything to do with it? Because some men think that because their penis is small and this and that they're not satisfying to their women and stuff like that. But so I just want to ask the ladies this so it can be real clear to the men. Because even if the penis is small, you know, I think it's the feeling that you have for the man, and they need to know that. It's the feeling that we have for you. That penis don't mean nothing. Let me tell you, when that feeling is involved, it replaces that penis. Okay, that is small. Because even though it's what you feel it, but it's, I mean, like I said, I've been with a man before with a small penis and very much cared for him because of the things, the way he treated me, he made me feel, and all these things. I mean, it was treating me better than the man with the big dick. Yeah. It was better than that because of the feeling that I had for him. So man, I think when you're thinking, oh, it's a penis thing, this and that, another, baby, let me tell you it's not. But I want to get my issues in back with that real quick. Just give me a real quick on that.
I agree with you.
Have you ever had sex with somebody and their penis was small and you still was enjoying it? You still was enjoying it. You can't. No. Did you come? I want to know, did you come? Did you come?
Yeah,
It does have to do a lot with the relationship and also the self-confidence within the man as well. So that has a lot to do with it.
The confidence in the man himself too, right?
You can work your stuff.
Okay, Kiki, what about you? Have you ever had a man that had a small penis, but you know the feelings was there, or it just didn't work for you? Period.
The keister.
I'm going to tell you that size does matter.
Okay.
I can do
Why would that matter to you?
Because, I mean, size does matter, don't get me wrong. Women, we are emotional. We are intimate, we are emotional. So if I'm emotionally connected to this man, we could work some things out. But overall, long term, we can work some things out. But this is only gonna last. What you gonna work out? I'm sorry.
But did it make you come? Did it satisfy you in the end of the day? Because you know they got big dicks that can't make you come. And a waste of a big penis? A waste of a big penis? I'm sitting lips, can't do nothing, just don't do nothing. Wait, hold on. I need to hear this clearly. You're saying, I just want to make sure
I want to know what takes so long for women to be able to identify that. You know what I mean? To be able to identify,
you know
like, this guy's a boy, like, he don't got the quality.
I think we get sidetracked by either the looks, or then when you do have sex, it's good. We get sidetracked by all them little things. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, and especially the penis is big. We get real sidetracked. Okay. I'm just saying. Go ahead. Go ahead and answer that for me, Tamako. If you want to answer.
Because you lied on the application. Well, I gave this analogy the other day. It's very simple that when you're going for a job, and it's a job that you want, and you go fill out this application, you know that you're not fully qualified for that job. So you lie on it. You even put your friends on the application for fake references. You say that you have the experience to get the job done, and you have this much, and you have this going on and everything. So you get hired under false pretenses. So then you're working the job, and you're in the probation, you're in the probate period of this job, and after you're evaluated after 60 to 90 days, they sit you down and they say, well, you know what? You said you could do this, but you couldn't do this. You said you could do that, and you couldn't do this. So that has a lot of reason why it takes us so long, because you lied on the application.
And so, you got some
You may have lied on the application or not. The data shows that it takes about 3 years for us to be who we are. So in a relationship. So the first year, honeymoon, you know, red flags, we ignore them. So the person hasn't come out yet all the time. Early. You know, their representative is there. And it's just so
and that's usually how it is anyway. The representative always come out first. Let me get your on that, T. I would like to get your opinion on that one too.
For me, it's patience. You have to have patience. And, you know, I tell people my story all the time because a lot of people ask me because I've been married so long. But when I first met my husband, he was an active gang member. You know, all he did was gang bang, sold dope, and traveled all around the world. You know what I mean?
Okay.
But it was something that I saw in him. That I knew that if the right woman came along with a little patience, encouragement, and, you know, just being dedicated to him, that he would be the man that he was called and created to be. Okay. So when he asked me, you know, my dad, I was working at the oil refinery, Arco, that's where my dad worked. So he asked me, I told him, I said, this is not me, I can't do this. Because I'm not no jail, county jail, I ain't no prison.
So you're not going to the prison?
I said, I'm not doing none of that. So
there's a lot of women out here who be down there faithfully every weekend, you know, and that's, I mean, and look, and the man in jail, and we down there faithfully every week, and then he still cheat because he got the other woman coming down there visiting too. Lord have mercy.
So
serve cold, darlings. So I'm so happy that the ladies came out and you guys heard their juicy conversation and topics. And I just want everybody to put their hands together right now because we have a special guest that's coming out. He does comedy. You guys may know him from Wild 'N Out. His name is Spanky.
Hey, give it up for yourself. Give it up for yourself. Yeah. Step that for me, DJ. Hey, I just want to talk a second. I don't know how long you want me up here, but I was watching the whole show, and I just want to say, y'all fucked up. The shit y'all saying is fucked up. Like one lady said, size matter. Girls always talking about, I want the dick with the big dick, but when you pull that motherfucker out, they be like, I ain't putting that in my mouth. You ain't putting that big ass dick in me. Bitch, you said, I'll follow you on Instagram, bitch. You said you wanted a big dick, so I bought you the turkey glick sausage dick. That's all I'm saying. I think all ladies is one tongue kiss from being straight up dykes. You kiss one time, let a bitch play with your pussy and kiss you at the same time. You gone, bitch. You gone. That's all I'm gonna say. The dudes over here, they was, dudes over here was saying some shit. I was like, man, where these dudes live? Well, I'll take out. Can y'all hear me now?
Run that joke back.
No. This ain't comedy karaoke. Ladies always talking about, what do a man want? I'm gonna tell you right now what a nigga want, right now. A nigga wanna, while you at work, nigga wanna be like this at the crib. Wait for you to go home. Hey, what's up, baby? How was work? You wanna suck my dick, please? I've been waiting on you all day to suck my dick. Real, rep the ball like you did the other day. My bitches always change up. But it seems like you say, oh, they stop doing it. Bitch, that's why I'm saying, oh. Keep doing that shit. What, you scared? Ladies is crazy. Straight up. I think all ladies, they'd rather have a dildo with your name on it. They really don't want the nigga, they just want the dick. But they don't want to tell you that. Don't y'all?
No, we don't. We want the dick.
Right, see? They want the straight dangling. Well, how about this? We want real bitches, like y'all say. We want real niggas. We want real bitches too. We want a real bitch. One time I was in the shower with a bitch. I took the shower with this bitch. Weave was going down the goddamn sink and her eyelashes, all her makeup and shit. I started going down that motherfucker too. She said, where you going? I said, I want that bitch. The bitch standing right here look like a thriller monster. I still let her suck my dick though. I just closed my eyes. That's what you do to other bitches. You just hurry up, bitch, hurry up. You ain't gonna touch me? No, no. I'm not gonna touch you. Girls are talking about, you gotta eat my ass. Now, let me tell you something. If you eat ass, you a punk ass bitch. Better not eat no ass. What the fuck is wrong with you? You know what come out of ass? Get the fuck out of here, man. Eat my ass. Cause I'll suck you in the mouth, bitch. Don't say no violence. I'll just slap her real hard. That's violent too, man. I don't eat ass. I'm too old now. I play lottery, bitch, when I ain't gonna eat your ass. What's your favorite number? Tango. I don't know. I'm supposed to talk about sex shit all day. All right, check this out. Fat girls, this is what you want to do. You want niggas to bone you down? This how you supposed to get hit, right? I just learned this. You supposed to pick the big girl over the couch like this. Like over the thing like this. And put it over the thing like that. And you stand behind her and tear that thing up. I'm just saying though. Ladies, stop talking while we fucking. I want to talk. I want to be the one to talk. You keep talking. Shut up, bitch, shut up. You make my dick medium. You ever been fucking and your dick get medium? You gotta climb out the pussy for and walk around. I'm thinking of the other bitch. Damn, remember the other bitch at the club? Yeah, we think of other bitches? What's wrong with y'all? Y'all think of other niggas? Let every girl in there, all fuck Denzel, Trey Songz, all them niggas. Any questions? I say any questions? I know my mic going in and out. Any questions? Ladies, what men want is to be able to tell you the truth. My dick went down because I did too much cocaine earlier. That's why I can't fuck you good, bitch. My dick on Bobby Brown. You gotta be Whitney Houston to get this thing out. Okay. So, I just want to say, ladies, suck dick. Because if you don't suck dick, you ain't gonna get no Christmas gift. You ain't gonna get nothing. I spent all the money on the kids. It wasn't enough for you. And now I'm dick sucking ass. All right. So I just want to say I love you. No sexual violence, please. Choke the bitch for 5 seconds. Let her go. Make it come. Young girls, they just spray cum when you stick your dick in. You stick it out, they just start splitting. That's what y'all old ladies. Y'all can't beat the young girls. These bitches is squirting on demand. A bitch sucked my dick and squirting. I said, I'm marry this bitch. You don't know how to squirt your pussy, bro. That's all I want to say. And that's what men want. We want to go to work all goddamn day for 8 hours.